beautiful morning. Can't beat this.
Yeah.
Look at it out here. Just can't beat it.
The trailhead into the wilderness is really a portal of sorts. It's a place to enter with a new mentality. And for the next 3 days, we're going to be in the wilderness. Really monitor your breathing and heart rates by just adjusting your pace. Mountain hiking is all about pace. We hike. Up to the hut is at 11,300 feet in the mountains. We take small groups. We don't take any more than 10 veterans per program. And that's so we can really communicate with them and really connect with them. The wilderness affords us solitude for our group. We know that these men and women have been on the front lines. If they can be at peace anywhere, they can be at peace here. We bring our veterans to the 10th Mountain Hut System. Named for the 10th Mountain Troops that distinguished themselves during World War II as mountain troops, fighting their way up from Africa, up the boot of Italy. The 10th Mountain experienced some of the greatest casualties of any division in World War II. They came back from the war, a lot of them were damaged, like our veterans are today. Wounded inside with psychological and emotional trauma. When they were in Europe, they saw mountain huts that are refuges. They're called refuges there. And when they came back to the States in Colorado, where a lot of them built the Colorado ski industry, they saw an opportunity to create another system of huts that could offer the same experience as the European huts.
Yesterday, coming up through the mountains, and once we got to the valley opening and saw top of Margie's hut. Yeah, it just kind of took my breath away. And I just felt like I came a really long way to get here, you know. I mean, some days it's just hard to get out the door, you know, so to be able to have actually made it onto the plane and then to have actually made it up the whole mountain, yeah, I felt pretty good.
When I came back to the world after 10 years of war, 10 years of death and killing, I found that I could not face society. I think that's pretty powerful. To go on, I felt a strange...
We look for veterans who are what we consider the highest risk. I mean, currently today, the suicide rate is 22 or 23 veterans per day. A lot of those veterans have endured soul wounds, traumas to their deepest selves.
I was the third Humvee in the rotation, and boom, IED. Killed my driver, killed my gunner, messed me up, got shrapnel cut. I hit the front of the Humvee. The medic that rode with us lost his arm. My driver was 19, my gunner was 18.
I can still see the first guy that I carried and remember turning my head away to the window of the bus and letting tears roll down my face, you know? I had no idea the things that I would see.
I didn't start identifying as a veteran until after the passing of my little brother, who was in the Army himself, and he was killed in action in Afghanistan in 2011. He was actually 10th Mountain Division himself, so it's pretty, I found it pretty synchronistic that after I signed up for this trip, I found out that these were 10th Mountain Huts in honor of 10th Mountain Division. So then I found this book up in the bookshelf called The Last Ridge, which is the history of the 10th Mountain Division. So I've been reading this since I got here.
So let's get into Stacy Bear a little bit. So Stacy Bear, former Marine. So Stacy Bear, returning home from the war or military service, veterans should have a first option of experiencing the great American wilderness to help heal any trauma associated with combat and overseas service.
As women, we also don't get recognized for our service. It is very disheartening. People just cannot envision women in the military or women at war still. Like that stereotype, how do we get rid of that? How does that go away?
Now that I got language and I got some coping skills and I could deal with it, now I feel like I'm ready to address that war wound, that hurt. I appreciate this venue and this opportunity to be open and honest with stuff that I wouldn't say out loud for all these years.
All weekend, as I was kind of walking up, I was picturing myself walking on the same trails that some of those veterans did, and being a 10th Mountain veteran out of Fort Drum, New York, obviously not Camp Hale. I think it's great that we're using the 10th Mountain hut system. I think if the veterans who served in Camp Hale and around Colorado had the opportunity to see what Huts for Vets is doing here for the veteran community, I think they would be very, very proud of what's happening here.
It's been a great opportunity to be here and go on these hikes and backpack and learn the wilderness and meeting really great people, connecting and realizing how similar a lot of our stories are.
These huts are filled with love and laughter from thousands of people coming through these places. It's like it's in the walls. Even just step inside one of these places, it's a sanctuary. It's a haven, and it's a place of safety and laughter and beauty. And we can't give them anything better than that.